just parked up here, back at Sharpenau. Let me just change things around a bit. Excuse all the janky camera business. Oh, I've missed the the bit up here. Here we go. Just heading up the hills, so I can't give you a bit more light. Which button is it for? There we go. There we have it. There's the spooky hill. Obviously it's already nice and dark. Everything looking spooky and inviting. I figure why not have the walk up while I wait for the regulars to join the stream. Hopefully we'll get some in this evening. Gonna have myself another fire. Might well do it in the same spot as the other night. Well, a few nights back it was. I need to get some more firewood, and I'm hungry for a burger, so I brought something to cook and eat this time. Because why not? I got a little hungry last time. Good to have a bit of food with me. Ooh. It's a steep old one. I'm already quite high up. That's obviously about level, like that. And you can sort of see down there where the light is when I started. You might be able to see the angle of the ground, in fact. Yeah, you can sort of see it. You can just make it out just there. Oh, I see we have somebody in already. Let me spin this around. I won't have that on me too much while I'm walking because it literally blinds me. I can't see where I'm going, but hi, we have Lisa in. Nice to see you in. I'm going to spin this back around now. I've said hello. It looks like you're the first person in. I've literally just got started. Whew. And we have Void. Hi, Void. Good to see some. Oh, Ohio. Wow, lovely to have somebody in from Ohio. How's your day been, Lisa? And you, Void, how are you? Where am I? I'm in the UK, in England to be specific. Just walking into the hills for a dark evening alone. Ooh, that one looks dreadfully spooky. Oh, rainy over there, is it? Thankfully it's dry here. It's going to rain later. But for now we have the dry weather. No, I'm not single. And I'm not in a state, I'm in England. Very recently into a relationship. But definitely officially not single anymore. South Carolina, that's cool. Nice to have you in softball for life. Oh. Don't worry, it won't just be the path ahead once we get up there. It's a very short walk, but a very steep one. So you'll hear me get out of breath as I'm talking. Oh. But once I get set up, there'll hopefully be more going on than just the pathway. I'll get a little fire going, do a little bit of late night cooking. Lisa says, hope you're not looking for cryptids or I'm not even sure what a cryptid is. I think the ghosts might be looking for me. I won't be looking for them. Oh, I was up here a few days ago and it was spooky then, but yeah, the closer you get to Halloween, the spookier it feels. Whew. Oh, yeah, tiring. I'm going to take a break. You can, all right, I'll try and, whew. Oh, blimey, I'm less like a floating head with the brightness of that night. Oh, Earth fan, good to see you in. I remember your name. I'm not sure what you mean by crispy. That's a term I'm unfamiliar with. But great to see you in. Oh, right, yeah. I'm sure there's plenty of ghoulies around that love a bit of Halloween. Whew. Okay, we're just about there. Whew. Probably could have pushed past that last little bit, but whew. It's surprisingly steep, this bit. It's alright if I'm not talking, but now the roots here add a certain element. Reminds me of Stranger Things, like some sort of growths coming out. Ooh. Oh, it's a bit of box breathing, yep. I mean, at this point, I'll probably do the shorter, quick version and just take the deep breath, quick extra suck in, hold, and then let out slow. Whew. Or do the Wim Hof and just fast in, slow out. Jeez. Hey, Noah's in. Hi, Noah. Good to see you. Just heading back to the top of the clappers to enjoy the spooky scenery. That did not grow proper, did it? Ooh. Wait, is that just where that probably grew around the giant while it was sleeping? Ooh. So every now and then I will look behind myself just to be sure. But if you see anything behind me, if you see anything behind me at all, you must say something. Oh, oh dear. Oh, blimey. Yeah, we'll get some proper lights set up soon. I'm aware that the lighting here is not great, especially when I just bung it on myself like that. But once I get set up, we'll be all good. Whew. Let's go over here, let's get off the track. So that's obviously your main track there. We're going to go over here. This is like a secondary track. Ooh. Already recovering from that quick climb. I don't know if you can hear the sound of the leaves on the floor as I'm walking, but that's quite cool. I always like the sound of some leaves when I'm walking. Like this bit's a bit spooky when it's above me. Whoa. This is where I was the other day. I did not leave no trace because that was still going at the end of the string, but we come back and visit and now we have no trace. And that's the tree that I chopped. I might take a bit more of that. I can probably cut a little bit of that off just this section here There were others over here actually. I didn't spot these. Maybe I'll do the same spot. I didn't notice these. Yeah, there's another one here. Yeah, you can see how that's kind of half snapped off at the bottom and it's moving. But I don't know if it's completely dead or not, that one. It certainly looks pretty dead. Oh, I'm just dangling mid-air now. Crazy. Can we find any others? I'm going to go through here a little bit. Ooh, that looks a nice one. Lost its bark a certain amount as well. Yeah, that is dead. I think we can cut that one down and have that. Yeah, that even the little ones are done. So this one here, that's the target for tonight, I think. You can see how it's lost its bark on places, but that's a solid bit. I think we'll have that. Maybe I set up here. Got a little bit of cover above. Cool. Big pile of leaves there. I don't know what that's from. Has somebody been around here? It's pretty flat here. I've got a little space in the middle. Yeah. I think that'll be all right. Yeah, this is the spot. A bit further back from the path as well. So I think what I need to do is set things up. So I'm just going to take a bearing as to where the wind is coming from. It's coming from that direction. So I feel like I want to be sat about here. I have the fire in front of me. And I'm going to turn this light off me. I really can't see what I'm doing with that light. So yeah, I'm thinking I'll sit in this direction, have the fire in front of me just there. The thing is, I'm a bit in the open for lighting. I'm a bit too in the open here. Could do with some stuff around me just to hang lights on. So maybe this isn't the best spot. What about around here near this tree? Yeah, this could kind of work. It's not as level, but it's okay. I could, or do you know what about this for the backdrop? Yeah, I think this will work. I'll cut some of that tree down. I think if I set up my chair here, somewhere here with the camera pointing in that direction of the fire. So chair here, fire there. Yeah, that's going to be pretty good. I just need to chop some of that down, which I have tools for. So, yeah. Just going to clear space for you guys to plonk the camera down. Right. Excuse me while I set up. I'm aware it's not ideal. Let's turn the brightness down a bit. It's just so bright. Right. There we go. The big battery for the light there. Try to set up a few lights in the area now. Right. I've got a place to hang the bag. It would be useful. Yeah, that'll do. Get another light on this. Right, just need to do a little cutting. Oh, okay, that was not strong enough for my bag. Okay, that went straight down on the floor. Try that one. That's a bit better. Lower, but stronger. Not too bad. Okay. That's some reasonable wood to get started with as well. Okay. Just clear some ground. Okay. Excellent. Whew. Let's try and set this up as best I can. Excuse all the nonsense. Right. How's that looking? That's not bad. Just got this light's a little bit on the low side. Right. Yeah, that's not bad. Oh, attacked already. Oh dear. So, I've just realised one thing I forgot was my chair, but I have my sit mats. So I'm going to be sitting on the floor this evening, but that's okay. I don't always have to have the chair around. Oh, look, what is with this thing? I hope they're not going to, like... Now, I heard that obviously, I don't think there are actually bats that suck blood, but there are moths, so that's something I heard when I was younger. I don't know if that's true, but if that is, I hope these aren't going to have my blood. So I'm going to just harvest a bit of wood quickly for the fire. I'm going to be smart this time. I'm going to try and get some chunkier bits on my or in my fire pit. Sorry about not talking to anyone in the chat. I will get around to that soon. I just want to prep up a little bit. I can see there's a bit of chat going on. So hi to anyone new in the chat. I do apologise for the lack of response to anyone's chatting there. Just hit myself on the what do you call it, that bit. Right, is this dead enough to use? Don't think it is. No, that's very green. We need some dead stuff. Get another bit of that. Excellent. Just get rid of the bark. That'll do. Right. Now I just need some smaller stuff to get started with. There's a piece here. That's looking pretty nice for some small thin stuff that'll get lit pretty quick. I can even snap that. Wow. I'm just going to make it a little easier for the snapping, and because I need a certain length. That was the bit that was touching the floor. There you go. Far easier to snap once you've got a little cut. That was a bit too long. Just snap that in half now. Right. This stuff seems like it might be usable to get the thing started really well. Yeah, there's loads of very, very snappable stuff here. Right, I can see someone's repeating something in the chat. Let me see. Oh, hi Campbell, good to see you. It's the legend himself. Yes, I do remember you. Good to see you back. What we got? We've got someone asked me to say something about RHV, I don't know, Productions. And then, yeah. I'll try to forget that, sis, now. I assume you're talking to Campbell. Yeah, this isn't perfect, but it'll do. Just getting loads of this little stuff to throw in and get things started. Only small, that's slightly smaller, but big enough to. No, that's green. Right, time for a bit of a hunt, I think. I'm going to just step off to the side, and you can have the spooky vista. I think that looks pretty spooky behind me. Oh, there we go. That's a nice piece. Oh yes. I've got a couple of good sized bits here. Immediately. There we have it. Well, the room's certainly up and down like a yo-yo this evening. But great to see some people back in. We've got somebody new, have we? Let me see. Robert Groves. Camping stream, yes, well, sort of. Oh, thanks for the sub. I'm not technically camping out here today. I'm a van lifer, so depending who you ask, I am camping because I'm sleeping in my van tonight. That's down the bottom of the hill. But I'm up here to collect a bit of firewood for my stove, which I'll do a bit later after I've got a little fire up here started and cook myself some food because I am hungry. Right, I think that's maybe enough to get cracking with. Just preparing a little bit of stuff for in the fire pit. Oh, that's not good. Don't want any flexible wood. That'll just about do it. Just going to clear the floor really well. Seems I'll be sitting on sit mats today. I don't mind that though. Right. The floor's very soft, so these are just to keep me clean really. Don't even need to worry too much about. Oh, get out of the way. It's a bit annoying. I'll put the bag on the floor now as well. We'll do a bit of kneeling first while I'm just working on everything. Get the fire pit out and let's get cracking with the fire. I can collect more firewood as I go. It's a big no-no, it's a bit of a rookie mistake to just be collecting as you go, but once, well, I'll tell you what I'll do this now. I'll get out my secondary device. Put that there. Let's turn the hotspot on. Then I can see your chat a bit better with my second device. Because I do like to respond to you guys. Being attacked by the moths again. They are not happy with me. Well, I say that they're happy with the light, aren't they? They're just coming after the light. Let's get all messages on here. Campbell says, I thought you played board games. I do indeed. I am a mix of everything. Basically, I just try to mix things up and show you whatever I'm doing in the evening. I've done some Bandido on my own recently, but Tonight it's about coming out to the woods and doing a little bit of a fire and collecting some wood. As you might remember, I live in a van and I have a wood stove that keeps me warm. And I'm an absolute, I wouldn't call myself a cheapskate, but I do love a bargain and I do love saving money where I can. And because I enjoy coming up into the woods on my own late at night, excuse the noise, and it gives me a chance to do something different on the stream, I don't mind coming out and collecting a little bit of firewood rather than paying some shop for the privilege of a bit of fuel. So for those of you who don't know, this is something I built myself out of a bit of titanium foil. It's like about the 4th iteration of this, and each time it just got simpler. And, well, at first it got more complex and then it got simpler real quick when I realised, yeah, let's just keep these things simple. And I could probably get even more simple, to be honest, but there's a payoff. You get too simple and suddenly it doesn't want to work that well, and there are issues with the simplicity of use then. It gets a bit complex. But that is set up and basically ready to go. You can have a good look in there. So just a little bit at the bottom holding that grill or griddle, whatever you want to call that. Oh, got a moth in there. Well, he's got out there. There you go. We'll have that about there. There we go. So yeah, let me know if you see anybody wandering around behind me, especially if they've got any kind of like claws, big weapons, if they're floating along. Do need to know that sort of thing. Got to stay safe after all. Right, I'll put that there. So no bushcraft as usual. Just straight in with a fire lighter. Let that get cracking and then throw in a little bit of the small wood. I'm going to check the messages while I wait. I have no idea what LNT stands for. That's right. That's right. Noah says I did shipwreck a Kana on a date on a weekend, and that's right, yeah. Campbell, yeah, you're repeating yourself. I thought I responded already, Campbell. I do play board games, but just not all the time. I mix it up. Sometimes it's a camp, like I've done a camp with Noah and Tim. At some point, hopefully, because I want to get a camp out with one of my subscribers, Sparkus68. I want to take him out on a camp. I believe Tim's going to join me for that one. And that'll probably get live streamed a certain amount. I don't know if he's going to want to be on the stream, and he might do like Louise has done and just be off to the side. You'll see Louise again from tomorrow, actually. She's coming to see me, and she'll be with me for the weekend. So there's going to be at least a couple of streams with her sitting to the sides. We might do some board games then, actually. We'll see how it goes. She may just leave me to it. I might do like a bandido again or something like that while she has a read. Yeah, it's going to get real smoky at first. Oh, that's annoying. I thought I wasn't going to be... Oh yeah, so now it's going that way. The wind's changeable. That's not great. I'm not in the best position. I might have to change this a little bit. It's coming mostly this way. But that's just going to involve me going slightly that way, that's all. Yeah, that's not too bad. There, the wind is being a bit changeable. That's slightly annoying, but... it rings a bell, Campbell. I remember somebody saying something about a sick daughter, so I'm guessing that was you. But I don't remember if you said what it was. But I hope it's nothing serious. I hope she's on the mend. Oh, I was going to put these at the bottom. That's all right. Just get them on the top. Going to go all at it at the moment and just load it up and just let the smoke be doing what it's going to do. There we go. How to find a good casino in the woods? Is that a question, or are you are you making a joke? I don't know. That smoke is going to be really annoying. Right, I'm going to move position entirely. Whee. Right, okay. At least you've got a fire to look at. You can see how that's getting going pretty quick now. It's pretty good. Right. Let's see if we can't get you in a better position too. Excuse all the messing around. Oh, there goes the light. Yeah, that's not so bad. Need to change the other lighting too, but yeah, that could have been a lot worse. Okay. Whoa, we've got some big flame going, but now it's... Don't worry, my face isn't in the flame, I'm behind the flame. It probably looks like I'm like kicking myself. Don't come at me, don't come at me. No. Yeah. Quick duck down behind the smoke. That's not too bad. We've got some good heat in there now. It's starting to do its own thing. I think we'll try and open it up a little bit. Yeah, I think there's enough airflow in there actually. Yeah, I think that one is better up. There we go. Yeah, those big fat ones, if they get going relatively well, we'll have a good cooking temperature, and it'll last quite a long time as well. Oh, we've got loads of chat. Sorry guys. I'll quickly catch up. I will scroll a little bit. Oh, cancer. I'm sorry to hear that, Carol. That's awful. Hey, it's Chuck McNorris. Good to see you in. Well, I definitely hear noises over that way. Probably just an animal walking around, hopefully. And I need to sort out my lighting a little bit, I feel. I might also collect a little bit more firewood, but let's just carry on with the chat just for a little moment. I'll get distracted too easy. Leave Campbell alone now. He can be in a chat, talk about what he wants. He's all right. what's this thing we're talking about? The stolen legs, man. I don't know what's going on here. I'm lost. I think I haven't gone back far enough. Blimey. We've definitely got a chat going here that I've not followed at all. I do apologise, but that does sound intriguing. Oh, I'm too distracted with what I'm doing, am I? Oy. Oy. Right. I do have my little tool, which is quite good for poking around in the fire. I don't want to poke too much and end up with melted plastic or choking up the fire. You need to let it get airflow. I'm not sure if I've not got enough of the medium stuff in to get to this bigger stuff. We'll see how that goes. There's definitely a lot of heat there, but there's also quite a bit of smoke. Leave that open. Right, while that's going, I'm going to go and chop down that big bit that I was thinking about having. Sorry for all the smoke. That is a mad amount of smoke you guys have got in front of you. Sorry. Right, so whee. Do you know, that's right behind us, I think. So I don't think I need to take a light with me. I can if I want to, but I don't think I need to. It's this one right here. Trying not to drop this on anything. Might clean it up a bit before I start. Get too far. That's pretty good. Right. Oi. Alright, timber. Oh, it's attached to something annoying. Here we go. Excellent. Something to do while I wait for the wood to burn down and give me some embers for cooking. Oh, I probably missed him, but see you now. Whee. Sleep with one eye open. I like that. Sleep with one eye, with your one eye open, because I'm in the jungle, baby. Well, I'm not in the jungle, so I'm probably safe. I'm just in a local woods. but I like the joke. I like that. What is it you two are talking about with stolen legs and stuff? So, what is this about? I'm going to say Control and Chuck are basically talking about something to do with stolen legs. And it sounds fascinating, but I haven't got the foggiest clue what you guys are actually going on about. Is this like some sort of cold case or something? I'm going to go a bit longer. What I've learned is this stuff doesn't actually... It burns in a really controlled way. It doesn't produce too much heat at all, which is really good. What have we got going in the chat, honestly? You guys. So yeah, I'm going to go a bit longer than I did last time. I'm also going to go slow with my cutting. Sorry, I'm not even on camera, am I? Let me change this angle slightly, so you can see what is occurring. Oh, that is not worked at all. I'll try to do this without burning myself to a crisp. Oh, the moths are on me like you wouldn't believe. Well, that has not worked at all. Let me just... Right. There you go, that's not bad. I need to sort this lighting as well, actually. The lighting's all wrong. That one's okay. We don't mind that one. I need to slip one over here somewhere. Let's see. On the floor will be alright, just over here, just out of shot. You can see I'll give it some thought. I'm not a pro or anything, but that'll be sort of like a backlight type thing. There you go, you can see some stuff behind me now. That's what you want. There you go. And you can see what I'm up to. Let me check the chat. What? A guy lost his legs in a tent? Blimey. Do you know, something I always worry about is a cow coming along and stamping on me, which is why I try to avoid any livestock fields. But every now and then we've accidentally been in one, because it's like sometimes they're just let to roam like in a massive, and you think you're in a totally fine place and you go to sleep, not a sign of anything, and you wake up and there's sheep or cows or something. And cows, man, like you can get trampled in the night. That, I mean, that's a deadly thought. I think the scariest one though was when I was with Tim up on Ivanhoe, and I sillily, without realising, set up my tent almost directly under a dead tree that was leaning over, like basically like that. And I was right underneath it, and I realised if that thing goes in the night, and it wasn't exactly good weather, I'm going to get squished. And of course, the weather goes nuts, and we end up with a storm, like a massive thunderstorm, and we could feel the lightning hitting the ground around us. It was terrifying for a little while there. There you go. We've got the nice wood. That's nice. Really happy with that. So the big wood is definitely cooking. Just got to wait for it to get down, and then I'm going to get the burger on. Yeah, it'll be milder this weekend, so I won't need to go through the wood quite as quickly, but I was glad to have it. Last night, it got down quite cold. Really did need it. Went for a bit more than I would have expected. You guys discussing this leg war. Robert's asking what you're planning on cooking tonight. I'm cooking a burger. It's nice and simple, straightforward, quick and easy cheeseburger. Fortnite Chills is in. Good to see you. Good to see you. We've got a good crowd in tonight, I will say. Loving you guys. I really want to get involved with this conversation about a camper losing, well, I assume it was a camper losing his legs. So I'm going to try and keep an eye on it. I mean, just the thought though, to wake up and your legs are just gone. No hint of anything. Oh, jeez. I mean, you have to wonder that. How is that even possible? I think from what I could see from you guys talking, no sign of drugs in his system. Really neat cuts. I mean, that's fishing itself. Just like, is that really happened? Is that a bit of an insurance job? I mean, who does that for the insurance? Jeez. But yeah, I mean, how do you get rid of that? Unless it's some really kind of fast get rid of kind of drug. I don't know. Like just that absolute butt ton of is it melatonin? Is that the one that, or is it menolin? I have one of them. It's one of the M's. Makes you go sleep. Maybe it was a lot of that. Yeah, this is the trick. A slow and steady pace, and try not to catch my trousers because I'm getting quite close to me. Yeah, I'm not getting tired then. The other day I was getting tired. The ghosts behind me are probably wondering what on earth I'm doing, aren't they? All they can see is the arm movement. That's 5 already, that's nice. Whee, let me. Oh, the chat is absolutely alive. Shaquille says Michael Myers is watching me. Yeah, he's over there. He's just back behind me on the left. Oh, Chuck's giving me a summary of the stolen legs story. So Control watched a documentary about a man who camped in a tent. He woke up to find his legs cut off. One leg was found to contain DNA of an unidentified male. Ooh. Jeez. So that's all they found, just DNA and nothing. Oh man. Jeez. Handling the wood like a pro. I don't know about that. I mean, the guy who lost his legs worked for Oxfam, so it made no sense why he would do that for money, as he mostly did things for charity. Well, that is a, yeah. I don't know how to say your name, but hi. Uwu? Let's go with Uwu. That's probably completely wrong. I don't know what you want me to pronounce that like, but we go with Uwu. Nice to have you in. That is mad though. So you work for Oxfam. That is, yeah, you're right. That does kind of muddy the waters in terms of us being a scam. That is crazy though. I'm trying to think what the worst things could happen to you that you would wake up to in the morning after sleeping in a tent. And I'll be honest, most of them do revolve around other people. It's not like I'm too worried about what Mother Nature is going to throw at me. It's not like we have bears or like poisonous snakes in this country. I think the biggest dangers are going to be the humans here, no matter what. So, yeah, I don't fancy anything like that happening to me. But I've camped in some random places. I've slept in the car park of an Asda. I've slept on a roundabout. Me and Ethan, we've slept just on basically on the edge of a footpath one night on a 1 kilo mission. Didn't even have tents, just had bivvy bags. I did an 8-day walk across the country and had nothing but an emergency mylar bivvy bag, like basically like an emergency blanket, but instead of just the one layer, it was 2 in a sack form, so you could kind of climb in. It worked really well actually because it reflects your heat back at you. So it kept me really warm on some very, very cold nights. I started off at the back end of March, and yeah, there was a couple of really, really cold nights, but I was all right in that. That is a good question. Where did this guy camp? I would really be interested. Was it, because I'm guessing if he's working for Oxfam, it's probably a British guy. Gee, Snakewood Forest, losing your legs and snake. Can you imagine that? Could you imagine that conversation if you've got misses or something? It's like you always forget something when you're camping. Like I forget lights and all sorts. And you turn up home that day going, I forgot my legs this time. I mean, are we sure he just didn't drink so much that he got himself legless? Sorry, it had to be said. It had to be said. Oh my lord. I've definitely been out with some guys who got proper legless on a camp. Me and Noah did a sort of stag do one for him. There's a fair bit of drinking on that. Although I think Paul has to take the Champions Cup for most drunk ever on a camp that I've been on. And he did that basically just with Stellas before we had any food. He was supposed to be getting his tent up, and instead he was just drinking. Oh, bless him. Oh, he was a good lad. Salty earth. But he did like his drink. Especially on camp. Yeah, there's some nice easy cuttable logs, these. I like these. It's no laughing, the guy has had his life turned over. True, I shouldn't really laugh, but we're not here for like bringing a big downer, and I've got a dodgy sense of humour, so you're gonna hear some dodgy jokes from time to time. But no, I mean, geez, it is a mental thing just to even think about, but it's laugh or cry, really. You gotta have a bit of a sense of humour while I'm just doing stuff like this, and you guys are telling me that there's a risk of someone chewing my legs off. Midas, hi, good to have you in. Well, I've just noticed that that is basically been ready for a while to do my burgers, so I best get my burger, I should say. I best get it straight on. Got my bag ready to put the wood in. Got by the wood. Somewhere in here we do have a burger. Hopefully it's kept its shape. It's kind of rammed in there. Right. Homemade. I don't eat anything but homemade burgers these days. That's a nice sizzle. Don't worry, I'll be taking every bit of rubbish home. I've got my bun, and hopefully in here a bit of cheese, and that's all we need. And we'll have a nice cheeseburger. Oh, I think I've let that get a little bit low. Might put some wood in. I mean, I'm going to say, if that's how much he got from the insurance for losing his legs, that's not a lot. That's not a lot at all, is it? Now, I know a chap, he's not a close friend or anything, but I do know a chap who, he's permanently in a wheelchair now, lost the use of his legs. He fell off a roof at work. And yeah, there's a lot of back and forth in trying to get the payout on that, which he's definitely deserved. And I think myself, it's a bit of a joke, these insurance companies sometimes, the way that they deal with people. I'm not sure if it's the insurance company or his work that's dragging their feet with it all, but whoever it is, shame on them. I mean, I guess the insurance company's going to pay him out whatever he was paying with his premium for, and I don't know how you figure that out. Like how on earth with just the mind boggles. I mean, from what you were saying now, obviously he didn't use a tool like this, did he? Because this would leave a mess, wouldn't it? And I'm pretty sure you'd wake up if I had this on your leg. It's incredible. Tim's often telling me about the stories of people getting lost on trail, and I always think, yeah, that's nasty. That's a bad way to go. Starving to death and that, or not starving, I suppose, dehydrating maybe. But you're going to be hungry. You're going to be dehydrated, scared, alone. Awful thing. But I'm not quite sure how you'd weigh it up. What would be worse, that or waking up to find your legs gone? Oh. James says, good wrist action, love it. Nice tool. Well, it's just a fairly standard pruning saw, folding one. It's the sort of thing that I can carry to campsites and chop up some good sized logs. So this, I mean, I'd go a bit longer, but this is about the sort of thickness that I'd have in my bigger fire pit. So I've got like a bigger version of this titanium one here that I use when I'm doing group camp. This is perfect for just the one person. Admittedly though, I've let that get way too low. It's definitely got a cooking temperature at the moment. I just don't know how long that's going to last, I'm going to be honest. This is what happens when I try to do more than one thing at a time when I'm cooking. No, this isn't London. This is a place called the Sharpenhurst Clappers in, I think, Bedfordshire. So sort of about, I suppose, about half an hour north of the M25. To give some level of reference. I don't think that bit's of any use. That's a bit of a rubbish bit, but well, throw that somewhere. I'm not going to walk. But that has provided quite a bit of wood. You can probably see the pile, but I'm going to stack these ones up too. There we go. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 good sized chunks. I mean, I don't know how long that would last, probably, because I've been going about 2 at a time in the stove, sometimes 3 if I want to get a better thing. Now, I've done these longer because as I was saying earlier, they have a tendency to burn a lot slower than you might expect because they're not split, they're just left whole. So they do produce a nice, gentle, consistent, but very long heat, which is really useful because that's what I'm looking for, really. I don't really want these burning like through fast and just cooking me out. But if I was putting in 2 at a time, they'd probably last about an hour or so for the 2. So maybe like 8 or 9 hours worth of burn time here if I needed it. They are pretty seasoned because they were just, I don't know if the light's going to allow me, but yeah, there you go. It's definitely not green. They're a little damp on the bark. I'd say the bark is a bit damp and could do with drying out. Ideally, maybe like a month or so in my store, and then these are going to be pretty good. But what I generally do is just put them in the stove, but at the front, while I've got some burning already, and let these kind of warm up and heat up, and then they're actually fine. And I think the damp content obviously slows down the burn a bit as well. But they've been seasoning on the tree for a while, just a really dead branch or trunk, whatever you want to call that, for quite a while. We've got some. So look. Controlson, did you hear about the lady who was streaming 10 years ago when live streaming was launched on Facebook? She went camping with her husband at Everest National Park. I'm guessing there's more to that story. Tim's saying I might need to get a mod for my live streams. Yeah, I might do eventually. If I'm honest though, I'm up and down about the idea of mods. I think, yes, sometimes you need to kind of mod a stream, and I can do a certain amount myself right now. I have quite a high tolerance for people's nonsense in the chat, just because I'm full of nonsense myself. So, yeah, and to be honest, that's been some interesting chat tonight. I've actually been very interested in. I mean, we've talked about it far too long, I'd say. I'm now interested in this. What's happening with this husband and wife who went doing it on Facebook Live? That's got to be another interesting story, surely. Nice, I'm a bit comfy now. That's quite good. I mean, if I get anything, I don't think YouTube's going to suddenly turn around and go, wait. They're probably going to give me some level of warning and say something. And if they do, then I'll deal with it. But if they don't, then I assume it's okay because it's not me doing it. But I don't know. Maybe I missed some nonsense that you're talking about that I didn't see. I didn't see anything crazy in the chat. Yeah, come on, Control Delete. I think me and Robert are both waiting to hear whether or not this story about the lady and her husband is worse than the guy who lost his legs. I mean, this is almost the perfect topic for a pre-Halloween like solo camp, or not camp really, but you know, out in the woods. Well, that feels like it's not sticking, so it should be cooked enough. Oh yes, we've got one side done. It's just whether or not I've got enough heat left to to cook the... Oh, lost it. There's me not paying attention. All right, let's get that out of the... Oh, mistakes happen. Just get any bits off. Thankfully, it didn't go in on this side. Yeah, that's a big old mistake on here. Nearly made another one, dropped it on the floor. And we just scrape any ash off. So that's the worst bit of a fence there. There we go. Job's a good one. Do that bit. Oh, I've done it again. It's not actually in the ash this time, though. It's just doing that. You can see I'm not really doing a good job tonight. I'm going to pay more attention. All right. I was just busy trying to scrape some of this off. There we go. Luckily, ash is not exactly a problem. Now, if Louise was watching this, which I doubt she is, but I would say it's not as bad as mushrooms. Oh dear. I'd rather eat a handful of ash than a mushroom. And I say it, mushrooms is a no-go. We were talking about that today. I do my spaghetti bolognese, no mushrooms. And she says, no mushrooms, no bolognese. Obviously there's middle ground. I can cook a bolognese and add mushrooms at the end for one person, but... Oh. Well, I tell you, that has got a really good cooking temperature still. Yeah, the big fat logs that I put in there have done the job nicely there. I've still got some nice hot coals. I don't think there's a lot of time left on that, but it's almost there. Oh, looks like we've got the story. I've got to go back and read it. Hold on. So, no, this one was bad, but not as bad. This poor guy, anyway, she got the death penalty for murdering her husband, but they found the real killer 6 years later, but they had already executed. Whoa. Hold on, let me reread that. Whoa. Now, you're saying that's not as bad as the legs. I mean, that... Wait. I mean... Waking up and your partner's basically, that's bad. That's pretty bad. And then, like, I don't know, did she just wake up, find him or whatever? But I mean, that's worse than losing legs, surely. And then getting the blame for it. And yeah, just wow. That's mental. I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, it's just all wrong. It's wrong on many levels. That's crazy. Tim's calling BS. I mean, it could totally be, but let's face it, who hasn't been out on campsite when you're younger and people are just making up some ghost stories? I remember one about like this couple in a car and some escaped mental patient or something, and this guy ended up being on their roof and stuff, and yeah, we used to tell all sorts of stories. It's got to be done, really. Tim with it, calling it proper BS. I can tell it's winding Tim up. Sorry, Tim. Yeah, I've got to say, it's like, I mean, that would be a particular brand of person to only go for one and not the other. I mean, that would be kind of genius as well, to kind of try to pin it on somebody by only doing one. But as well, I just don't know if like someone who's doing that has that level of control. But also, if from what I was reading was right, that it was because he loved the woman and didn't like the man having married her or something. I mean, yeah. Oh, Boone's in. Just in time with the stories. Yeah, well, actually, you've missed quite a few of them. I mean, the one that's got... I think the thing is I can see where Control's saying it's not as bad as the guy with the legs, because, like, just the idea of that happening to you, it's hard for me to put myself in a position where, like, oh, like, you know, like husband and wife situation, camping and whatnot. It's very hard to kind of put myself in that situation, and it's a very long, drawn-out kind of story. But the idea of waking up and finding your legs have been cut off in the middle of the night while you were camping, ooh, like, that's just, I mean, that's a vivid image. I tell you what you did miss, Boone. You missed me dropping my burger into the fire. I got very lucky though. I've realised what I've done wrong. Oh, and it's going to go in there again if I'm not careful. What I've done wrong is I've got my grill upside down. So it's got a slight rim, and the rim is upwards right now, and it should be downwards. I'm not sure if it was like that before. So that's why this has happened tonight. So I'm normally very good at not dropping my burger in. It's nearly gone in again. I've got to sort that. I just have to sort that now. I'm not sure how I sort it, but I will try. I also need to add some fueling, because I think I'm basically running this out now. So, 2 birds, 1 stone. Let's try it. Not quite. Denied. Whatever. Make sure that's clean. Yeah, see, that'd be much better. It won't go off and in now because it's got a lip. Silly me, I just wasn't paying attention earlier. Yeah, we're fine. I think I got rid of everything. I don't think I had any bits on it. Just gonna make sure. I'm scraping a little bit. Yeah, I think. No, to be fair, that's still a lot of heat, but it's just not quite as hot as I want it to be. So I'm gonna add some wood. Let's see if I can't find some back here that'll do the job. Is this? No, that's green. Something snappable, but yeah, not bad. Got a few bits here. What is that? That's just a rock. This is not enough, and it's going to be a struggle, but it'll get some heat going in, which is what we need. Try and do this without dropping the burger. Or what I need to do is move the coals into the middle so that they're all a bit more in one place. Yeah, I just didn't get the burger on quick enough. I would have been absolutely fine if I'd been paying attention. That's what happens. We're just gonna get those there. Let them heat up a bit. I'm gonna put that back on there, keep it warm. It'll get smoky in a moment. Right, I've probably missed loads of chat, haven't I? Oh, Lisa's still here. Hi, Lisa. You might not love this one, though. I've managed to drop it in the fire once. Yeah, it's fair play if they're old stories and you don't remember the details. I'm going to give Control the benefit of the doubt and say that humans are weird and this sort of thing could definitely happen. And we're not here to police whether or not a story is true or not. We're here having a pre-Halloween camp out in the dark woods all alone. So we're not worried about true or false, really. Yeah. Or Boone says, are you guys ready for upcoming challenge weekend? I'm going to be honest, Boone, I have not done a Halloween challenge. I'm not much of a Halloween person as it goes. I used to be as a kid because I just loved trick-or-treating and getting like money and treats, but yeah, I just like I find it fun, but at the same time it's not my favourite. Bonfire night, that's my night. However, I thought, I'll get out tonight and have a little bit of something like this. I was thinking the potential of doing something like either tomorrow or on Saturday, and doing some level of video, maybe like a kind of like a pre-recorded live type thing, and then just put it up unedited and do like a bit of a Halloween theme type thing, maybe a jump scare here or there. But I'm going to be with with Louise this weekend, and I don't think somehow that we're prepared to go out and do any camping. It's a bit early days in a relationship to get stuck in a tent together for a night. We've got a name. Chuck's given us a name in the chat. Neil Hopper camping trip. Oh, now he's back in. Hey, Sparker's in as well. Hi, Sparker. Now it's probably turning into a bit of a longish one. This one, to be fair. Scrub Scribe. That's interesting. Hey, nice to have you in. Lee says I hate Halloween. Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as say I hate it. I just don't like it as much as bonfire night and having all the fireworks, and obviously nothing beats Christmas. The worst stories about the old mental institute, not about the patients, but how they were treated. Yeah, do you know what, Boone? I can absolutely 100% believe that. Tim's saying, I don't mind people talking spooky stories, but spreading factory inaccuracies that scare people off hiking and camping get my goat. Yeah, I take that point, Tim. I take that point. I don't think anyone here is looking to be going camping as a noob, though. I think everyone here either is already a camper or isn't going to be going camping on their own anytime soon. But I could be wrong. Are there any prospective campers in here who are getting put off by all the stories? Ivan in with some sort of reference, John 3 something or other. Nice to have you in. Man, I'm so behind. I'm just skipping loads of these, honestly. I'm just trying to quick read. Yeah, I guess the smoke is mental. Yeah, Lisa's just saying too many creeps at Halloween, and I get that. There's definitely a bit of a camouflage for them at that point, isn't there? Cool. We've got Ivan in with a lot of talk about Christ, and yeah, the Messiah has arrived to the camp, says Chuck. Right, tell you what the camp needs. The camp needs a bit of oxygen for the fire. Boom. There we have it. Enough to get a good sizzle on. We want a nice fast sizzle now. I think this burger's basically cooked in the middle. I just need to get a little crust on the outside. That's what I like. I like a little crust on my burger. And then I'll load up with some better fuel. So to that end, I'm going to quickly go and hunt down some more fuel for this one at least. I've got my big logs already basically sorted, although I might grab another set of these before I go. And I definitely need some kindling for the stove at home. But what I need now is something that's going to go in this. There's a bit of something over here that looks interesting. Oh, that's nice. Just going to need to cut it down a little bit. Ooh, that just, I was cutting and it snapped. Right. That's an interesting piece to take home for some middle woods. There we go. I have some of the middle sized wood left from the last sort of scavenge hunt. So I don't need huge amounts of that. Yeah, that's good. That burger's not going to get completely crazy. Keep an eye on it for me. I want to get the other piece of that I just basically yanked down. Because that was right up in the air off the ground. This would be a lovely piece just to put in the fire while I'm having my burger. Yes. Oh, yeah, look, that's just snapped immediately. Well, I want to get this fire pumped back up again before I eat. That wind's changed direction again. You notice that? It's bringing that smoke at me again. Ooh, that's a bit more solid than I was expecting. Oops, what I just did. Good jokes. I mean, I'm hoping Tim's not getting any ideas, or Noah in the chat, and thinking it's a good prank to pull on me. I'm gonna wake up in the morning and find one of my legs gone. That reminds me of, is it the Orville? Yeah, I'm sure that was on the Orville. And Isaac played, I don't know if anyone here watches that, but Isaac played a joke on what's his name, and amputated a leg in the middle of the night. Which is funny then, because obviously it's based on Star Trek and they're able to just regrow a leg. But not so funny when you can't actually regrow a leg. Yep, that's cooked. Just want to toast the bun. That'd be good to go. So I'm going to put this to one side as best I can. Toast that up a little. I wouldn't be surprised. There's plenty of people who've cut off their own thumbs and stuff when they're doing stuff. That's why I'm always very careful. Even though Chuck thinks that I nearly cut my thumb off the other day, which I did not. I was never anywhere near. Oh, we've got to say now we mentioned alien abductions. There we go, Tim. You've got us there. Who in the chat's been abducted by aliens? And what were they after? I mean, I believe in aliens, that there must be some other life form somewhere in the universe, but I believe that they've turned up here. No one knows about it. I mean, go back 20, 30 years, you could kind of maybe see that. But now, with everyone with a phone, like basically with a camera attached to it, and how often they have them out and recording stuff, I mean, it's like saying the world is flat, innit, really. Here we go. We've got any flat earthers in. That'll wind them up. Oh dear. Right, that burger's all good. Just going to toast that bun, get the cheese on, and I'm going to throw in some words. Just going to get some sawdust off this thing. Right. Try and move this about in a way where I can sit down. I'll cross my legs a little bit, and that wood's in the way. Oi. Ah, yes. Comfy. Nearly there. Let's put some cheese on this beauty. That'll do. So many years ago, many years ago, when I was younger, I was a bit of a germ phobia kind of person. And if I'd put my burger on my knee like this and was thinking about eating it, oh no. But these days, after many camps, and just as many mistakes like dropping my burger in the fire, I have gotten over all that nonsense. Perfect. There you go. Let's get that off and clean that up back at home at some point. Let's get that wood in. Try to crisscross it a bit in there. And let it just heat up. And then hopefully it will get going in a bit. But for now, burger time. Oh yeah. Perfect. Let me see. I'm going to work backwards a bit. I have a feeling that there's a lot of chit chat going on about all these stories. Tim definitely policing my my chat for me. Thank you, Tim. Keeping everyone in line. We've got Boone saying Steve the transit camper was I'm assuming you mean abducted by aliens once. He made a video of it. I'll have to watch that. I don't know how to pronounce Sook. I'm just going to say Sook. Any wildlife at/near your location? I imagine there's tons. I can hear a lot of noise over that way, which is either people trying to hunt me or just local animals. And there's got to be loads hidden around. I imagine if I turned off my lights and went silent for a while, we'd probably get something in. Well, I'd also have to get rid of the fire because I don't like the smell of smoke. That puts a lot of wildlife off. Oh, Control's giving us another story. Did you hear about the 5-year-old that was found in California's National Forest? They found him malnourished. He had been missing for 37 days. I thought I was going to say 37 years. I was like, what? He wouldn't be a kid anymore. But it's like, no, 37 days. No worries, no, you skip, mate. It's fine. It's a bit of like, it's one of those things, nobody's believing Control Delete at all about any of these stories. And it's like, well, I mean, any adult who doesn't take anything online with a pinch of salt and think before they believe it, I mean, you know. Oh, we got... Here we go. Now we're into whether Google's like covering up. I like this. Oh. I'll tell you what. Talking to Google, it is really hard to do like an old school search for something on Google these days. You're basically forced into seeing that AI stuff, which is quite useful, I will say, in the right circumstance. Like I was looking for local fireworks nights. And in the old days, I'd have to scour through and look at all the results. That AI stuff, whap. Here you go, here's a list of all the ones that are right near you. I'm like, brilliant, absolutely bang on, just what I wanted. But trying to do a deep dive and get into some like documentation, try to figure something out properly. Oh my Lord, that's hard. I've got to get past that AI. I've got to get past all them sponsored things. I mean, I reckon it's about 3 pages like of scroll before I get to the point where I actually get any like organic results. And then comes the normal sort of like trying to hunt through. But yeah, I mean, talk about make it harder. Find a bit of information. I mean, if you're looking for the right kind of information, easy. But yeah, anything in depth, and it's like, wow, so hard. But I guess there must be search engines for that. I'm useless for this. I'm sure Tim will be in the chat right now. Go, oh, you should use this, you should use that. He's definitely better with this sort of thing. I'm a bit useless for that. What have we got? Did you see that? Woo, straight across. It wasn't a UFO. It was just a moth, but still. Jack Flash asking if it's nippy in the UK. No, to be honest, it's quite a mild night. I wouldn't need this. I wouldn't need a fire to stay warm at all. Well, a nice bit of warm food helps, but it's definitely mild. I wouldn't say nippy, just mild. Last night was nippy, but I had wood in the stove at home in my van. That was all good. No, I love the or she. I've got to say, Tim, you're in your element here. You're loving this, aren't you? Really, the back and forth, the dispute of facts and legitimacy. Oh, here we go. The wind's kicking up. Does anyone know good? Yeah. Did we got any good dad jokes? We had some good dad jokes the last time I was up here. Oh, what's the fastest liquid in the world? Says Control Delete. No, do not give Boone the liquid. Do not give Boone the liquid. Especially, well, unless it's alcoholic, and then he's probably okay. Sorry, Boone. I couldn't help. Your timing on that was cracking. Give it to us. Boone's immediately assumed it's alcoholic and says, give me the liquid. Give me the liquid. I'm guessing you're out on camp, Boone, are you? Oh, it's not after midnight. And well, it might be where he is. No, he's only an hour ahead. I remember this, so it's fine. You can give him his fluids, he'll be fine. Do love a good Gremlins reference. Love it. If we can work in the Goonies as well, we've got it done. Come on, where's this punchline? I want to know what the fastest liquid in the world is. Come on. We need to know. You can't leave us hanging with just without the punchline. Come on. We're all waiting. We're on tenterhooks now. We're just like, come on, where's this punchline? Oh, did I miss it? Sorry. Pasteurized milk. Sorry, I missed that. Oh no, it's just, oh my God, it's sorry, Control. I missed it. That was good though. That's solid. That's solid. I like that one. Pasteurized milk. Like one of these moths then. Come on, who's got a better one than that? Someone's got to be able to top that. I might start looking at jokes before I come on the stream, just so I have like a couple in the back pocket, so to speak, be able to fire them out. So now it's smoking. It's telling me that the wood that I put in is starting to kind of catch fire. Well, catch a light. It's all right, Control, go for it. The worse the better, really. I love an edgy joke. I'm being asked, why do I speak with an Australian accent? Do I? I'm terrible with accents. I don't think I sound like an Australian, do I? We've got, guy stole a calendar from Tesco's. The judge gave him 12 months. Oh no, that is terrible. That is... Can I sing the Australian national anthem? Well, I don't even know the English one, let alone the Australian one. That is right. How are we saying this? Aureliano? I hope I said that right. Yeah, I'm English. Through and through. Oh, Boone's chimed in with one. What kind of ship does Dracula have? It's going to be good, but I can't think what it is. I really feel like if I was given half an hour to think that, I could probably come up with what the punchline should be. Gorgeous, that. I can only assume that a morel, spelt with an E, is a type of mushroom, and that was a very terrible, terrible dad joke. Top one. A blood vessel, says Boone. Oh no. Oh no, that's nearly as bad as Tim's. I'm going to say so far, Control Delete definitely has the best jokes. Merry old England is great. I'm enjoying myself. Got lots of people to chat to. And about to have a nice bit of fire, hopefully. There we have it. Boom, just like that. Immediately the heat is up and we've got the smokeless burn, which is what we want. And now I can be naughty and throw in a few bits and pieces. Got a little bit of cheese left. Just going to down that, I think. Nice. There we go. Used a bag the burger came in for a bin, but they're not plastic. I mean, the one that the cheese was in was plastic. That go in the recycling. These other ones are the compostable ones. Maybe the old, what are they made of again? Starch or something, is it? I don't know. I'm no authority on whether that's better for the environment or not, but I do hate to use plastic where I don't have to. Oh, we've got more jokes in here. Am I royalty? No, not at all. Well, it's smokeless now. The popo aren't going to be after me now, don't you worry. To be fair, I'm in the middle of the night. No one's seen smoke anyway. Oh, here we go. Tim with another one. What's a pirate's favourite letter? You might think it's R, but it's actually the C. That is abysmal, Tim. That is abysmal. I hope that you Googled that one and it wasn't just that you had that one off the top of your head. Can you say hi to Paul McCartney for me? We got some jokes. I like it. The hand, I don't get it. All right. Oh, wait, I've missed some. Wait. I don't even know who Peter Sellers is. I'm just going. We've got someone going about having a stroke in the woods again. Am I formerly Prince Anne? We've gone mad in here. What's going on? I don't know who we're talking about now. Peter Sellers in Pink Panther. Oh, I know the guy you mean, I think I know the guy you mean. Wasn't he a French guy? I don't know. You can tell I'm useless with like references about things like that. Well, I want to get another bit of wood. That's what I really want to do. I need to get some more for this fire pit as well, because I feel like we're going to have a little bit longer on this stream. Although I should be checking on my power. Oh, it's getting a bit low, and I've got this brightness up too much. There we go. Well, we can't have the stream for too much longer, but I do want to hunt for some more wood. I will just excuse myself for just a moment while I hunt about. I've got a good torch that you can sort of see. I don't know if that's going to make it in. Yeah, there you go. Look, yeah. You can sort of see. Can you see that big log back there? There's a mad big log. Oh, there's actually, there's potential wood back here. I'm going to go this way. You guys will be able to see, and I'll potentially find some good stuff. Oh, look, there's a weirdo walking around in the woods again. It's me. Yeah, that's off the floor. And that is dead. Dead as is dead. That might be good. Oh, someone been chopping over here. Yeah, there's like, someone's had the old chainsaw out over here. Oh, this is a burned tree. Oh, that's like got struck by lightning kind of thing. Oh, I might show you guys that. And then, is this lots of potential for kindling here? Yes, it is. Nice. This is what we need. Do excuse my absence from the stream for just a moment while I harvest some of this quality stuff here. There's like a whole sort of down tree here. I guess you can probably see me in the distance. I'm coming back now. Ooh, spider webs. Oh, I'm gonna make it through the trees. Boom. Loads of good stuff for kindling style kind of things. All right. So the little bits I don't want, I'll definitely just throw in the fire, because why not? That's too small to worry about. chat, see what I've missed. We've got a fact in here, 132,000 people chopping off their own thumbs while camping every year. That's a high number, surely. Is that fact checked? Tim will check it in a second, I'm sure. And he'll tell us. That's surely an easily Googleable thing. And are we talking thumbs, or are we talking fingers, or any kind of digit? Because I could believe that many people chop their fingers off in a year globally, no problem. But on a campsite specifically, and it being their thumb, that's a big number if that's true. That doesn't feel right. The real worry is, what's the number of people that have done it twice? There's got to be a figure on that, isn't there? People who've managed to cut their thumbs off twice. Like, even the same thumb, if you know what I mean. Could be one and then the other, but also you could have one chopped off, take it to the hospital, get it sewn back on, and a few years later you're just doing the same thing again because you haven't learned, and whoop, off it comes again. And the poor old surgeons there going, this guy's trying to start up a, what do you call it? What do you get in the coffee shops? I forget now, those little cards, and your loyalty card, that's it. Jeez, loyalty scheme. Just throw the little bits in there. I'm after these sort of just snappable sizes like that. That's what I'm after. That's really dry as well, even though it's got some bark on it. That's really nice. So this is what I use just to get the fire going in the stove in the van. Just get a bit of firelighter under a stack of those. Get a little bit of heat mass, but I don't put in too many because then it'll just run the stove too hot. And when I say too hot, what I mean is my hot water system. If any of you bothered to watch my video on my redesign of my hot water system and how I heat water with my stove in the van, that thing can only take the heat away so quickly. It would have pushed the water around so fast. If I run it so hot that the water basically boils in the pipes inside of there, the system doesn't like that. It just gets bubbles going through, and it kind of stops it from being able to circulate the water properly in the system. So have to kind of start the stove fairly slowly. Once it's got going, you can build up the temperature a bit, but you can't just go, let's whack an absolute ton of this in and burn it all in one go and expect the thing to like it. It'll just kind of start spluttering and throwing out steam. There we go. Cathos Prime. Hey, we've got someone enjoying the fire. Nice to have you in. Oh, see a control delete. I think I probably missed you already, but Bean says thumbs up to that. I'm sure you're talking about the thumbs thing. Master Uguay asked if I cooked some sausages. I did not. In the old days, sausages would have definitely been on the menu, but I can't do sausages these days. Apparently I have an allergy to the pork, which leaves me unable to enjoy my sausages anymore. Or a nice bacon butty. Cool, this saw is good for this though. Just a couple of basically 3 pulls in this, and you're through far enough to do the snap when I want to. About time. It's getting a bit long. So just cut it enough to get a snap. That's a bit thicker, but again, I don't mind that. The firelighter will get that going. I can do like a mix of the very small and that. I'm just gonna try to keep them over here. You kind of want to mix the size. You can't jump up from tiny wood to big fat logs. You've got to you've got to kind of make it go one step at a time. So I've got no problem taking some slightly different varied thicknesses. But yeah, I definitely sometimes just walk past a bush or a tree and be like, oh, there's some kindling sort of style wood, nice and dry, that'll work. And yoink, that gets taken. Never without any kindling at all, because I could always find some. But as I'm here and I've got some nice quality stuff, it's worth just taking some. This one though, this is going to be some really good medium stuff, which is definitely something with my stove. As I say, I can't just go all out with the small stuff, and because you can leap to the big stuff if you have enough small stuff in there. But the danger of that, as I say, with my stove, is that it'll just overrun the hot water system. So a few that size, fine, but then something a little bit bigger, just to kind of bridge the gap without having to have like too many of them. So like 4 or 5 like this in there, they're not going to burn crazy, but they're give enough heat for long enough to get the big logs burning well. And then just lay them there. There we go. Now I generally just do one burn in a day, but that's this morning I had a burn in the stove just because it was so cold last night. So I did go through a bit more because I didn't have like a long one. I just did a few smaller pieces. I'm going to stand up for some of this now. Bit safer. I've got full control like this. There we go. Just snap a few. Yeah, these are quite a good size. Whoop. That flew. So nice medium sized pieces. I've got to love it. All right, oh, I'm probably missing some chat. I do apologise. So, that's not a bad idea with the coals. I like that. Mind you, my coals here are not big enough for that sort of thing. And I've already had my burger, so I'm good to go. I just cooked myself a quick and easy burger. But I do think I should do that on stream sometime. I think it would be a good idea to try doing a bit more cooking. Something like what, sorry I forget names, Kafos has suggested there. Maybe do some sort of stew or do some bread on the fire pit. If I'm doing that, I might go for a bigger fire pit. It's just easier to maintain temperatures and keep it going longer with a bigger fire pit. And I do have different size ones. I'm thinking at some point I want to get out and do a proper actual camp, get the tent out and do like several hours of just streaming on campsite. It'd be quite a good bit of fun. Cool, that's a good amount of these now as well. Really happy with that. That might be enough, I don't know. It's enough of these ones for sure. Anyway, oh, I'm sort of not on camera, sorry. I'm trying to avoid getting the sawdust on my mat. You'll see here I'm more sort of moving the wood than I am the actual saw, just because it works a little easier and safer that way. Yeah, I wouldn't mind a few more of these big logs. I really wouldn't. And there was that tree back there. Should we go and do it? And I can show you that big burnt down tree as well. I'm just going to fold up the knife, or the saw, I mean, sorry, while I walk. The lighting won't be as good, but let's go out and over. Oh, I've got things on me, little critters. All right, excuse the lighting. Here we go. Let me spin you around and put the light on. There we go. Through we go. Hopefully you're making it out okay. Admit the lighting could be higher up now. Let me just turn it up some more. There we go. That's going to be better. Yeah, look. Somebody's been out here with the old chainsaw and chopped this one down. And you can see some sections where they've taken some slices. Well, look at this. What do we think? Lightning strike? That's surely a lightning strike's done that. Tim will school me in the chat, I'm sure. Now, where was it that I was thinking there was a tree that... Yeah, it was this one here. So this is the tree that I got all the kindling-y type stuff from. And there's a fair bit of potential on here. Hard to say how long it's been down for, but that bit there in the middle, I'm liking the look at that. Yeah, Tim's agreeing with me. Lightning strike. Got to be, isn't it, really? Okay, I'm going to try and set this up. I'm going to put you guys here. I'll just spin this around. So I can't get everything in. Well, my light has decided to be an absolute pig. Sorry, this is going to be a bit gnarly for a second. All right. So where do I want? I want that. There we go. That looks okay. Might be able to angle you up a bit higher. Hold on. Well, my light is being an absolute pain. It's being a little annoying. Just try to angle it up a little bit more. Alright, and then there we have it. That looks pretty good, hopefully. And then I'm going to just, so I can see what on earth I'm walking on. And there we go, a few clicky clicks going on. I'll pop that about here, I think. Or not, that there. Hopefully that's not blowing the shot too much. It is, isn't it? Okay. Let's try over here. There we go. So I don't have the chat near me, so I do apologise. I think you can you see me there? Yep, you can just about. So this one's not bad, but this is the one I really want. So I'm going to start here. Nice. You can immediately tell as you're cutting whether it's like well seasoned or not, and whether it's still green, and that is nicely seasoned actually. So just take a few off of here. Oh, that's two. That's three. That's four. You know, I'm going to take some off of this top one. I think we'll be good there. I will say there's something very satisfying with burning the fuel that I'm actually harvesting myself. A bit like when I use things that I've made myself as well. Well, I'm not really on camera now, am I? Or am I? Oh, I'm just sort of on the edge. I've framed it up like a pro, haven't I? I would be interested in getting an even fatter bit of wood, something like this. Just seeing how that burns in the stove. Oh, this saw's pretty good though, I tell you. I didn't see that, split. Still, that's pretty good. I'm going to get a couple of these just to try them out. I did wonder why it was going through so easy. It's because it's split. I didn't see that from this angle. Oh, cutting like a splintered bit. Yeah, seasoned quite well. This is not seasoned as well as the other stuff though, weirdly. I wonder why that is. Yeah, I'll take it. I've cut it now. Yeah, it's not. It's definitely not as seasoned as the other side. It's seasoned a bit. Enough to snap at the end, so yeah, I'll be really interested about that. I don't really know what to make of it, but carefully clean off the blade. Don't want to cut myself. Right, I think that'll do for firewood then. We'll head back to the actual fire. Think about ending this stream and getting back down to the van. If you missed it at the beginning, I did actually start the stream down by the van. Ooh, so I'm going to pick everything up and try to carry you while not messing everything about. That's going to be difficult. I'll do what I can. I'm not going to change the camera angle, I'm just going to do that. Yeah, I think the fire is close to being out. Yeah, all that little stuff's burnt through quite a lot. Right, sorry, something happened there and you're reconnecting now. My apologies. Right. Look at that battery bank powering my light. Don't have to worry about it. That is very bright now. I don't think we need that at all. That bright on the actual campsite. How's about that? There we go. Oh, I've left the light over by the tree that I was cutting. I don't know if you can see that. But far back over there, I need to go get that light. I do apologise. I somehow ran out of battery. Who would have thought that could happen, eh? Well, excuse the dodgy sound. I've had to unplug my receiver for my lapel mic, and I could through charge, but I feel like the phone will struggle with the power input because this battery is not my best battery anyway. So I do apologise. Hopefully it doesn't kaput again. But we're nearly done anyway. How annoying, eh? We've got almost the way there. Literally just going to pack up and head back down. And I was going to say my good nights. Right. Let's throw in all the wood. Got to get a better bag for this. This bag was not designed for this. So, yeah, better bag needed. It's alright though. It's fine enough so far. I wonder how many people thought that maybe Michael Myers had got me finally. Yeah, the connection definitely dropped because my my phone just basically died. I've not even got my other device connected now, so I can only look at the chat here. If I try to put the hotspot on, it'll just burn the battery even more. Weirdly, we have a lot of people in all of a sudden. I guess it's because we've just restarted the stream. Oh dear. Right at the end of all things. But yeah, loads and loads of good firewood. We're happy with that. These things will give us a lot of burn. And I will be interested to see what these slightly thicker ones do. Like I say, I don't think they're seasoned that well, but if I put them in the stove for quite a while to let them heat through, I think that might do the trick. Oh, that is a lot of wood. That is a lot more wood than I thought I'd actually done. And there's yet another piece, one last piece. Wow. I think I can hear some fireworks in the distance. Yeah, that is a full sack of wood. Yeah. Big sack of wood. Gotta love it. Right. Oh, we've missed a piece. Put that in the top there. Right, just gonna pop that down, kneel on it. The wood carrying bit is exciting. Yeah. Well, I'm going to walk down. I don't know if I can. Right, in the chat quickly. Remember, if you've not already subscribed, make sure you are. But in the chat now, quickly tell me if you want to see the walk down to the van or not, because it's going to be pretty gnarly trying to carry everything and film, because those steps are mentally bad. But if enough people say, yeah, bring us back to the van with you, then I will try. I will try my best. Alright, just need to try to pick this thing up. Get the hot embers out, and that'll cool down. Just basically sorting out my fire pit. Just make sure the fire is safe. We don't leave anything unsafe. Just end the stream, you need a break. Yeah, that's true. Probably do. Woo! Got to get down. Wow, it's been 2 hours. I didn't mean it to be that long at all. I knew it was going to be a longer one today. I thought it'd be like an hour, maybe an hour and a half. It's been fun. I've enjoyed that, and we've got the job done. So yeah, I'm going to sign off now and say thanks to everyone who's joined, and sorry for the mid-stream hiatus with the battery. I will do better. Make sure I'm plugged in in the battery bank another time if I'm going to do a long one. But yeah, good night everyone. Have fun.